Hey y'all, I am back in Chicago this week and I'm driving a Polestar 3. And you may wonder why I'm holding a pair of shoes. And that is because, this video in a small part is going to be about shoes, but more specifically, it is going to be about how you adjust your steering wheel and your side mirrors in this vehicle. I've previously said in other vehicles that adjusting your mirrors in the center screen is a little bit of a problem, and that is because of this. Now, when I first got into the vehicle and I adjusted my side mirrors and steering wheel and all of that stuff, it was with these shoes on. Now, I'm wearing these shoes. These not only have a heel, but they also have a little bit of a platform. So I'm going to bet your bottom dollar that I'm going to have to adjust the seat, which means I'm going to have to adjust the side mirrors, which means I'm probably also going to have to adjust the steering wheel. And you have to do that through the large infotainment screen. That is a problem for me. And it's really annoying. So let's see how this goes. You're going to be on a journey with me all week, and frankly, I don't even know how it's going to turn out. Maybe I'm making much ado about nothing. Maybe I don't have to adjust my mirror and steering wheel based on these. I'm betting that I do. So, this week's car du jour is the Polestar 3, and we're going to talk about shoes. All right, here I am in the driver's seat, and this is how I had the seat adjusted with the other shoes on. And yeah, with the platform, I feel like I just need to move it back about an inch, which means, I do think I'm going to have to adjust the side mirrors. So in order to do that, you have to go into your vehicle adjustments, your steering wheel. So we'll start with the steering wheel, and I want to move it out just a little bit. This is very glitchy. Okay. Yeah, probably there. And no, I like it down. All right, so now we're going to go to the side mirrors. So I've clicked, the area here on the side mirrors, and I've got the left mirror, and we need to bring that in a little bit more. And then we'll go to the right mirror. And that doesn't want to move at all. Okay, so there we go. Oh yeah, if I have to adjust this while I'm on the highway, this is going to be painful. All right, and I'll be honest with you, I do usually, once I get on the highway, I like to look at the lane lines, and I adjust it again. So, I'm going to get going, and we'll check in again. All right, I am driving down a street in Chicago, and just by looking at the center line and the bike lane line, I can already tell my mirrors are not adjusted properly. So while I am driving, I'm going to have to go into driver adjustments, and we'll go to the side mirrors, and I need the left mirror definitely. And then I need to bump that up and pay attention while I'm trying to do this. Let's see, maybe while I'm stopped I can do this. I think that's where I need it on that side. All right, so let's go to the right mirror. I don't know. All right, I think that might be where I need it to be, but really it's once I get out onto the highway that I have a really good sense of how the mirror adjustments are because of the traffic and the lane lines and all of the things. And, this is just using the lane lines, but I don't have anybody trying to creep into my blind spots here. So this is annoying. It's annoying that I had to adjust it in park, and now I'm trying to adjust it while I'm driving. All right, now that I'm on the actual highway and I have objects in my mirrors that I'm trying to see, I can tell that my mirror adjustments, they aren't quite right. So we're going to try this again while going 60 miles an hour. Okay, so hit your little vehicle button. Then you're going to hit your driver adjustments. Then the right mirror I think is okay. It's my left mirror that is a problem. and it just needs to come in a little bit, and then I go up a little bit. Okay, so now I think I've got it. Right mirror is good. I think the left mirror is good. Okay. It only required 3 adjustments using the screen. All right, when last we checked in, I was wearing a 2.5-inch heel with probably about a 1/2 inch to 1 inch platform shoe, and now it's raining outside. I'm going for a workout, and I'm wearing Hunter Wellington boots, which means you have no heel and no sole. So, yeah, I can just barely touch the gas pedal with the tip of my boot, which means I'm going to have to move my seat forward a little bit. Okay, that feels good. But you know what? I feel like now I might be a little bit close on the steering wheel. So we're going to hit the little vehicle adjustment. We're going to go into the driver adjustments, and I'm going to start with the steering wheel. So I feel like we need to bring this, well, didn't really need to bring it down, out, no, in a little bit. There we go, in. Okay, yeah, so I moved it all the way in, and yeah, I definitely need to readjust my side mirror. So you know what, I'm gonna make a little bit of an adjustment while I'm sitting here in the lot. Okay, side mirrors, we'll start with the left mirror, and I need that to come in a little bit and tilt up, I think. Okay, and then now for the right mirror, up. Okay, so we'll start there, and we will see how it goes. All right, the steering wheel feels like it's in a good position. The pedals feel like they are in a good position. Or I guess I should say the seat itself feels like it's in a good position. I can reach the pedal okay. Once we get out here on the street with bike lanes, I'll have a better idea of how the mirrors are adjusted. You know, I think my left mirror, you know, they're both okay. Like I can see, but they're not ideal. So let's see. Side mirrors, left mirror. I feel like that might need to, no, yeah, well, okay, maybe out a little bit. Right mirror. Yeah, this is so safe. Okay, I maybe I have it. Yeah, I feel like my left mirror is good, and I can be okay with the right mirror, I think. Let's see, we'll make this turn. No, I feel like the right mirror still needs to come in a little bit. Okay, now we're good. All right, today I'm heading to physical therapy, and you guessed it, that means another new shoe option. So these have just a little bit more of a sole than my Wellingtons did yesterday. Let's see if this makes any kind of a difference in my seat, mirror, and steering wheel adjustments. All right, let's start with the pre-adjustments. You know, I might actually be okay on this one. My foot feels a little bit close to the gas pedal. You know, so maybe just backing up a little bit. But I don't really think that adjusts my, I backed my seat up maybe about a 1/2 inch. I don't know that that really affects my steering wheel too much. This one might be okay. Let's start driving and see what happens. So far, I think my mirror adjustments are probably okay. I mean, my left mirror could probably use a little bit of an adjustment. And it just needs to move a little bit closer to me. So let's see. Here, here, there, left. I will say I'm getting more used to the location of where these controls are. Initially I was trying to hit above this, this part instead of down here. So that part's getting a little bit easier, but it's still, I don't know. I still find this to be a little bit less than ideal. All right, so today we have another day and yet another shoe choice. Today I'm going with hiking boots that have a little bit of a wedge. And previously, the last time I adjusted the seat, I was in my Wellingtons with a flat sole. So yeah, let's see what kind of an adjustment I'm going to have to do this time around. All right, as we have discovered, doing a little bit of a pre-adjustment before I leave my garage is probably in my best interest. So I am going to move this back a little bit. And one of the other interesting things that kind of plays into this is with a wedge, this has like the pedal that goes all the way down to the bottom. So my wedge just kind of, I don't know, it puts my foot at a funny angle. That's going to be a Jill problem. All right, I moved it back a little bit, which means yeah, I think I want the steering wheel out just a little bit. So go into the driver adjustments, hit the steering wheel, and no, not down. I will get used to this eventually. All right, just out a little bit. Yeah. So that my wrist hangs over just so. Now the mirror, I feel like it needs, I don't understand why the mirror, okay, needs to go up when I move my seat, but it does. Now the right mirror, I want it to go out a little bit. And down. All right, let's go for a drive and let's see if this is doable. I mean, in my alley, I really can't tell. Um, but I think these look good. I think they look good. Okay, so maybe I finally managed to the art of the pre-adjust, but it's still annoying to have to do a tap tap. And I can guarantee you there are going to be times when I'm on the highway when I'm going to have to adjust again. All right, this concludes the great shoe experiment that I had in the Polestar 3. As you can see, I went from a high heel to a high heel with a platform to flat-soled Wellington boot to sneakers to shoes with a wedge. All that means is every time I get in a car, I am literally not wearing the same pair of shoes, which means I am going to have to readjust my seat and my mirror and my steering wheel every time I get into the vehicle. So I just don't understand why it's not easier. And you're looking at my winter shoes here. If we were talking about summer shoes, but wait, there's more. I could be looking at something like this, so a wedge with a platform, or I could even go into something like this, a really super high heel with an even higher platform. So I don't know. I'm making a little bit of a plea here to people who design these systems. I ask you to think about who is buying your vehicle and who you want to feel the most comfortable in your car. If it is somebody who is literally only wearing one pair of shoes the entire time, they only have one pair of shoes, you do you. Keep on keeping on. If, however, your target buyer is going to look a little bit more like me, and I'm going to tell you 80%, actually more than 80% of car buying purchases are influenced by or made by somebody who looks like me, you might want to rethink this just a little bit. I'm begging you to rethink this just a little bit. If you want to keep it in the screen, that's fine. Just don't make it a tap tap. But I don't understand why you have to take something that was easy and make it a little bit more difficult. It's distracting and it's hard. I mean, if you're sitting in the garage and doing it, okay, not hard. But if you have to do it every time, that's annoying. And If you, like me, need to perfect your mirrors when you're actually seeing lane lines, yeah, you're going to be adjusting your mirrors while you're driving. So just think about how to make that easier. That's all I'm asking. If you want to keep in the screen, that's great. But maybe just a tap with an adjustment, or I don't know, maybe put it all in the steering wheel. I don't know how that would work. I honestly don't know how that would work, but just off the top of my head. So I've belabored my point. I've gone over this probably way too much, but I appreciate you sticking with me and watching this shoe edition with me, because I think this is important. I think this is really important to think about who is going to be driving this car and how they are going to be operating it. Less distraction, more simplicity, please. All right, that is all I have for you with this week's car du jour, the Polestar 3. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time with a new car du jour. But no shoes. We're done with the shoes.